More than a dozen Lexington streets are now considered an emergency area for Lexington's code enforcement as the city continues to prepare for the possibility of the Cats bringing home title number 9.
And tonight, 2 people are facing charges after deputies found a man shot inside a Laurel County home. We have details on the investigation.
A Madison County couple is in jail tonight after troopers say they were living with 2 young children in deplorable conditions.
2 parents are in jail tonight. Good evening. I'm Kristen Kennedy. State police in Madison County say 2 children were living beside garbage, clutter, and roaches. Police arrested their parents yesterday, Brandon Newcomb and Kay Bolin. WKYT's Jordan Valines is in Waco with our top story at 6.
Trash and toys still litter the front lawn at this residence here on Bybee Loop, as you can see here behind me. And police say they arrested the 2 people who were living inside. They say they found deplorable conditions inside and outside of the home. The worst part about it, police say that 2 children were also living inside this home. Brandon Newcomb and Kay Bolin were arrested Saturday afternoon after a trooper with Kentucky State Police responded to the address for a welfare check. After looking in and around the home, the arrest citation states that the trooper noticed piles of trash and clutter and could even see roaches and flies throughout the home inside. The troopers say that the living conditions put a 2-year-old child and a 6-year-old child living in the home at risk, and social services was then called out to the scene. Both people who were living inside this home have since been charged with endangering the welfare of a minor. In Waco, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Kay Bolin and Brandon Newcomb declined our request for an interview from jail. We're tracking a developing story out of Laurel County tonight. 2 people are facing murder charges after someone shot and killed a man. Deputies say around 4:30 this morning they went to a home on Boardwalk Circle and found 31-year-old Clifford Humfleet with a gunshot wound in his chest. They took him to UK Hospital where he later died. Deputies tell us the victim and his cousin Jonathan Humfleet got into an argument that led to the shooting. Deputies arrested Humfleet and charged him with murder. They also arrested River Humfleet. He's charged with facilitation to commit murder. Tonight on WKYT News at 11, you'll hear from deputies about the investigation. We're continuing to follow a story we told you about last night at 11. An inmate on death row for a murder committed in Lexington has died. State prison leaders tell us 62-year-old Thomas Bowling died from complications with cancer. Bowling was convicted of killing James and Tina Early outside their Lexington dry cleaning business in 1990. He was sentenced to death in 1991 and was scheduled for execution in 2004, but a judge delayed the date after Bowling and another inmate sued, saying lethal injection was unconstitutional. City leaders in Lexington are taking some extra precautions as we enter the final rounds of the NCAA tournament. A notice will soon go into effect for several streets near UK's campus that will impact, you guessed it, outdoor furniture. WKYT's Hillary Thornton explains the new emergency order.
It is all quiet out here the day after Kentucky's win over Cincinnati. However, State Street is one of more than a dozen roads now considered an emergency area for Lexington's code enforcement as they prepare for the ending of March Madness that all Cats fans are hoping for. 4 more games is all that stands between the Big Blue Nation and celebrating a perfect season that would also bring title number 9 to the Big Blue faithful.
You know, we all know that most fans are very responsible, will celebrate responsibly, but there's always, their history shown there's been some problems in the past.
Problems like burning couches and large crowds simply getting out of hand.
I'm hoping everybody has a lot of fun without hurting anybody or anything, but the city is ready.
Multiple city agencies and community partners have been preparing for months. One of the preparations is declaring off-campus UK housing areas an emergency area. That prompted District 3 Councilman Jake Gibbs to send out a notice.
With a smiley blue couch who doesn't want to get torched, and that's our fear.
City leaders say while indoor furniture outside is a code violation at any time, the emergency notice is issued because they're at what they call a heightened state of awareness.
They're going to be patrolling rather than just, typically they wait for calls. But in this case, they're being proactive and they're patrolling and looking for problems.
For a complete list of all the streets included in the now emergency area for code enforcement, visit our website, WKYT.com. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
The notice goes into effect this Thursday at 9 a.m. and it runs until 9 the morning after the championship game. Basketball fans focused their attention on UK hoops this afternoon as they took on the Dayton Flyers. The women hit the hardwood with the hopes of heading to the Sweet 16. Lee K. Howard is here with highlights.
Yeah, the Kentucky women made it to the Sweet 16 in each of the past 3 seasons. Cats needing a win at home over Dayton this afternoon to make it 4 straight. Kentucky led by 3 at the half. Michaela Epps led the charge in the second, scoring a game-high 29 points. Kentucky's lead was 8. Her dad likes what he sees. Under 7 minutes to go, Dayton would take the lead back. Kelly Austria with the drive to the hoop, 74-75, Dayton on top. 2 minutes remaining, tied at 85. Jennifer O'Neill with the step-back jumper, 16 for O'Neill. Dayton with the answer on the other end. It's Austria, 3 of her 17 3-point Flyers lead. Then, with under 30 seconds to go, Amber Dean delivers the dagger. The step-back 3 makes it a 2-possession game, and that would do it. A great season for the Cats comes to an end on their home court. 99-94, your final. Here's Christy Thomas.
Well, it certainly wasn't the ending that Kentucky was hoping for as the number 7 seed Dayton pulls off the 99-94 upset to advance to the school's first ever Sweet 16. The Flyers shot lights out today, including some huge 3-pointers down the stretch.
Personally, it's tough for me just because I'm the one who really lost the game. I let her hit that 3-point shot, and then, you know, that's deflating to my team while we were on our little run. And I mean, as a senior, I can't make mistakes like that.
And then if you let them just drive the ball and don't stop them getting to the rim, they can really hurt you.
The Cats were looking to advance to the Sweet 16 for the 4th straight season. Even though their year ends right here, Matthew Mitchell says that he couldn't be more proud of what his team's accomplished this year. In Lexington, Christy Thomas, WKYT.
Thank you, Christy, and what a year it was for the ladies. We'll have much more from them coming up a little bit later in sports. Kristen?
Lee K, the KHSAA Boys Sweet 16 wrapped up this afternoon inside Rupp Arena. Owensboro High School defeated Bowling Green in the championship game just a few hours ago. Some ticket sellers and vendors told WKYT's Sean Moody this year's final wasn't as well attended as expected. He's downtown looking into a lighter than usual crowd.
They call this the greatest show in hoops.
This is a tradition every year. It has been for over 30 years.
Sam Chandler used to be the principal at Shelby County High School. For him, it's not really about which teams are out there on the court.
They come and they're just as enthusiastic, and they see their team as the best team there.
Some of those schools could just about fill the house here at Rupp Arena.
I can think of Mason County as one.
But not so much this year.
And we've got several smaller schools in this year, so they just don't bring the crowds.
According to the Lexington Herald Leader, there were about 11,500 people at Rupp today. That's a little under half the arena. Owensboro played Bowling Green in the championship, so fans had a long drive to make. A couple of the businesses near the arena said they stayed busy, but others said they noticed a drop this year.
It'd be swarming. It would be packed in the hallways. Every store would be booming right now. But like I said, you look around right now, it's really, really slow.
Ticket scalpers downtown said in the past they could get about $10 over face value for tickets. This year, they said you could get a mid-court ticket for just $10. Even though the crowd wasn't as big this year, the ones who were here said they tried to bring just as much spirit.
Support for the teams has been pretty good. Support from the community has been super. And it's just another greatest show in hoops.
In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Owensboro beat Bowling Green 74-58. The all-time record high for attendance is just more than 21,000 individuals, and that was back in 1987. A dozen bands played in Nicholasville this afternoon to raise funds for a fallen officer's family. The musicians donated their time to help Officer Burke Rhodes' wife and children. Rhodes died earlier this month in a car crash in Garrett County. He was driving to a training session in Richmond when the wreck happened. Organizers say they are overwhelmed with support from the community.
I'm overwhelmed. I've been in tears since early this morning, and from Wednesday's bike ride all the way up to today. It's just unbelievable how everybody's come together and just want to do a little something.
Musicians across central Kentucky participated in the event as a way to honor Officer Rhodes' legacy and help his family. So far, they have raised more than $1,000.